Prompt word for day 8 was frail. So as you can see here, I've gone for a Russian doll that has seen better days. It's got some cracks, and you can actually see the next Russian doll underneath. I think that the cracks really give this one a lot of character and charm, and had a lot of fun drawing this one. We're on to day 9 and we've got the prompt word swing. So I've gone for one of those tire swings just hanging from an old rope. Now, as you may have noticed with the previous prompts, I haven't had much background to talk about. It's usually just been a spotlight or just a black background. So I wanted to change it up with this one and really take the opportunity to give it a background that complements the subject matter. So something that really ties it in. So I'm hoping that I pulled that one off for this one, with the background of just giving it a bit of an old country fence. I was going to have a full road coming in, but as you see later, I couldn't quite work out how that would fit, so I've just gone with a bit of a hint of the road in the end. But yeah, this is a prompt word swing, and enjoy. As you can probably guess, the prompt word for this one was pattern. So I've decided to do the whole screen as a series of patterns. Now, I do somewhat regret this one just because it took a lot more time than I wanted it to, and I don't think the payout was really there for it. In saying that though, it was really nice to just be able to zone out and focus on the patterns. When you're doing pattern work like this, it's really kind of a meditation process, so in that aspect it's nice. I don't hate how it turned out, I just think it could have been better for the time that was spent on it. I actually sped this video up quite a bit just because otherwise it would have taken up about half of the video. So the prompt word for this one, as you can see, is snow. Now this one wasn't as hard as I initially thought it might be. However, I did end up cheating a little bit. It's not really cheating, but I kind of made a rule at the start that because I was going digital, I would just do black and white. I know if you're using actual inks, you can, water them down and get some gradients and things like that. I initially didn't really want to do that just because I felt like I was cheating already. So I just wanted this nice contrast without it being too dark between the mountains, the sky, and the snow itself. So I've got a bit of a gradient happening there on the mountains, and then another lighter gradient in the sky, just to separate them a little bit. So dragon was a little bit of a challenge for me to begin with. It's not something that I often draw, so you can probably see here I've gone over it in 2 sketch phases, whereas usually I'll just only need the one. But yeah, I ended up getting through this one by looking at a lot of different references, and I think it actually turned out really well. I surprised myself with this one, so I do like the way that it turned out. If doing it again, this would be one that I'd actually really like to try to colour, because I don't love how the crosshatch shading worked out. But overall, for dragon, for someone that doesn't draw a lot of dragons, I do really like the way this one turned out. With the prompt word Ash, I was initially just going to draw Ash from Pokemon, but I felt like that was a little bit of a cop-out. So instead, I've gone with a boring old ashtray. I do like how it worked out. I did find really quickly that Ash in itself is a little bit harder to draw than I expected, because it can just look like anything. But being in an ashtray, I think it does come across quite well. And yeah, for a drawing of an ashtray, I don't mind this one too much. So overgrown is the last prompt for this video. I will be doing some more next week, and if you haven't already, go check out the one I did last week where I did the first 7 drawings. This is the next 7. But yeah, this one's overgrown, and I've just gone for a sphinx, an Egyptian sphinx, but time has passed and it's got a lot more greenage around it, lots of moss and different foliage in the background. By the way, all these prints will be on my Redbubble page, which I will link to in the description. You can get a nice art print of it, or if you like, you can get on various different mediums as well. T-shirts, cups, phone cases. I tend to prefer most of them just as a plain print, but each to their own. There's lots different ones there to choose from. But yeah, if you like this, like it, subscribe for some more, and I'll be back next week.